G'day and welcome to the GameFace Footy Show here live at GameFace HQ in Studio 1. We are bringing you everything from the SFNL Division 3. Can't wait to rip into this one. Will and Jackson Fry over there. How are you, boys?
Very good, mate. Very good.
Mate. Good, mate. Good to be here again.
Good to be here. Of course it's good to be here. It's good to
Most
have you.
importantly, how are you?
Oh, look, no one really ever asks me how I am. Thank you, Will. That's great. No, I'm good. I'm really good because we're talking football, and when you talk football, all the good juices get flowing. We're going to talk today about Clayton finally breaking the drought. Endeavour Hills, they're pushed all the way by Hampton Park on the weekend. Can't wait to talk and break that one down with Jacko over here. And Black Rock outlost last Ashwood. Fantastic round of football. Let's rip into it. Clayton defeating Ashwood at 12-5-77 to 10-7-67. Boys, talk me through this game.
How good's footy? I mean, we saw last week in Division 4 the Hallam Hawks break a lengthy drought. Well, Clayton, after 38 straight losses, finally hit the board. So long overdue. I don't think I've seen too many clubs go bang bang from Division 1, not winning a game, down to Division 2, not winning a game, and then straight into Division 3. But monkeys off the back, and great to get one early, Jacko.
Awesome, Will. Yeah, great for Clayton. It's been a bit of a long drought. They haven't won a game since August 2016, so it's over 2 years and 38 straight losses. So great win for them. Happy for them, and obviously Jaden Gilmore kicking 5 goals after doing a hamstring last week. That's a great effort from him. Passed the fitness test on the Saturday morning and took the game, and he was a match winner, which was just great for the Clays.
I wouldn't have thought it'd be a particularly rigorous fitness test.
He was always going to play.
Captain and he's not going to miss that.
Spiritual leader down there at Clayton. He's a terrific player for them.
Obviously moved up forward. Usually a dependable, reliable defender.
Yep.
Maybe you might have to get in the ear of
it could
Coach
be a
Jason
permanent
Smith
position for him. Yeah, no, he's done well.
Smithy, you're watching. Forward. There we go.
Good to see returning Morrison and Henderson among the best. It was a great day for the Clayton boys, obviously posting a win after so long. John Donoghue headed down to Clayton during the week to talk about that fantastic game.
Well, we saw Tiger Woods win the Masters the other day. As far as fairy tales go in sport, though, doesn't get much bigger than this. 38 straight losses. In Division 1 in 2016, the Clayton Football Club, they lost 18 games. They went to Div 2, they lost 18 more. And now they're in Div 3. They finally broke the duck against Ashwood in round 2 of 2019. They're pretty excited down here tonight. We'll go and catch up with a few of the players. All right, here with Leadership Group member Christian McKay. Christian, how was that on the weekend?
I was relieving, mate. It was a bit stressful towards the end. I thought we started really well, and then Ashwood, they're a quality side. They came back pretty strongly, so we had to hold tough, and we got through.
All right, with Chris Morrison now. Chris, you've been here for about 7 years. You've been through all the pain. How did that one feel on the weekend?
Something special. It's one of the best wins I've been a part of. This group's been through all the ups and downs, so it's good to just finally get a win. It was really, we lifted the lid on this place Saturday night. It was good.
Obviously, after a disappointing round 1, going down by about 140 points to Hampton Park, we really, believe it or not, we had the belief we could get up.
Were you getting a bit worried there late in the 4th term? I hear it got to within 4 points.
Yes, it did.
Were you thinking, oh no, not again?
Yeah, I did actually. A couple of times I got within 4 points, but yeah, the boys' resilience, we just held on, which was good.
What's it like going through a year like that, like you did last year? 18 straight losses. How do you keep the belief amongst the playing group?
I think it starts with commitment to principles and what the coach is trying to drive within the club. And if we can start there, we started trying to up our training schedule up and trying to be a bit more committed to each other, and that changed this year a lot, and that I think has shown on the footy field.
What was the mood like after winning that game?
Bit of relief, I think.
Yeah, mate, words can't describe. It was really something special, and I'll remember that win for the rest of my life.
Final one, did you celebrate hard on Saturday night?
Yeah, absolutely.
What time did you roll out of here?
Out of here, I think about, I can't really remember, but it was pretty late. I had to get up early the next morning as well, and that was a shocker. I wasn't enjoying that.
Thank you, Johnny Donoghue, the man on the ground. That was fantastic. Let's move on to the next game. Talk about fantastic. Hampton Park. They've been great since the start of the year. Our man Jackson Fry is going to talk everything about this game because they got over in a tight game over in Endeavour Hills. And you talked to me about it before in the foyer. There was a bit of spice towards the end of the game. What happened, Jack?
Yeah, it was a great game. Great to be a part of, and plenty of lead changes in the last quarter. We were lucky to win by 11 points. They're a quality side, Endeavour Hills, especially at home. We were 6 points up. One of their guys unfortunately missed a shot running sort of into an open goal. We were then able to slingshot and get a goal late. So 11 points that we won by probably deflated Endeavour Hills a bit. It could have probably been a draw in the end, which would have been probably a fitting result, which was a great game of local footy. Both sides had a few injuries. I believe Endeavour Hills had a few out, Will, which you will speak about, and we had a few guys out. So it's only round 2, and we'll probably meet again later in the season, no doubt in September, I feel.
Well, I know you guys got a few dates throughout the home and away season, given not too many teams in the competition, so you'll be very well acquainted by the time September rolls around. But yeah, as you mentioned, Endeavour Hills had a few guys missing from their best 22. Obviously, their captain Nathan Strom and his brother as well. Crutchley as well, the big ruckman, he was missing. He was best on ground last week by the length of Flemington Straight in their big win over Cerberus. The big forward Morrison, he had a wedding to go to. We talked earlier in one of our other shows about who the bloody hell gets married in footy season. That's a cardinal sin, and you called it un-Australian.
Yeah, I agree, Rob. Especially on a Saturday. There's plenty of days in the week.
Who do you think you are? Anyway, moving on.
And ex-Narry Warren player Ben Carter as well, who was missing out. So there's plenty of guys to come back into that side, which will no doubt strengthen them. But yeah, as you said as well, you guys had a couple missing in. Who were they?
Yeah, so Taylor Rainey rolled his ankle. He'll be back after the break. Ryan Pearson, who's a bit of a star recruit from Oakland District, hasn't played yet. He's on a business trip in China, so he'll make his debut after the break as well. And Luke Bain played in the reserves. He was unable to train last week, so Luke had to play in the early game. So we'll get him back. And yeah, I mean, we've got 3 more games against Endeavour Hills, and I reckon they will be pretty close.
So hang on a minute. Lukey Baheen was in our team of the week last week, and he used to come back through the 2s because he can't train.
That's correct. Yep.
Bloody hell!
Yeah. Well, they're setting a culture at Endeavour.
Yes, a bit stiff for Luke, but he took it well. He was engaged during the week. Congratulations to Luke. So
that's the real reason.
That's probably why he wasn't at training.
I don't think either of you two would have taken too commonly coming back through the 2s. Is that
no,
my fair in saying?
Wouldn't be stoked, but
certainly not you.
I don't think I'd miss training. So yeah,
you're a good boy. Coach's pet, this one.
It seems to me Endeavour Hills, speaking seriously for a second, are a good team out of luck a lot of the time. I know we got over the top of them in the grand final, and they're a very good team. They've had some real close ones over the last couple of years.
They're a very good side, and they'll be there when the whips are cracking.
They will, and I'm sure they'll be there, as you said, in September. Action, September fun. Let's move on to the next game. Blackrock 9-13-67 defeated Cerberus 8-5-53. Boys, how'd we go there?
Well, Ryan Hanley was one of the key recruits for Blackrock season 2019. Again, BOG for the Jets, and very good pickup.
Oh, terrific pickup, Will, along with Lockie Dobson. Those two have been great for them the first 2 games, and no coincidence that they're sitting 2-0, second on the ladder. So, yeah, great win for the Jets. They'll enjoy the break, and they tackle Hampton Park first game after the break, which will be, I reckon, a good test for them.
Exactly right. That being said, a great response there from Cerberus. They had a massive loss the previous week. Yes. So good to see them bounce back. Didn't quite get the chocolates, but certainly signs of improvement there.
A huge game next week against Ashwood. Both sides haven't had a win, so one of those will get on the board when they meet in 2 weeks' time.
Giddy up.
Good luck to both of those teams. Let's move on to the Div 3 team of the week. You boys have poured over all the names, and you've brought forward this. Go for it, Will.
You start, Will. Yeah.
All right, so I'll go through the back line. So Daniel Kick from Blackrock. We've got Ben Holland from Endeavour Hills and Nathan Gillies from Endeavour Hills. Pretty handy backline there.
Very good backline. Those guys all had great games on the weekend. Very consistent players. Half back line, Damon Myatt from Cerberus, Kelly Spratt, the veteran from Blackrock, and Daniel Budalow from Hampton Park, who played a great game on the weekend.
Yeah, all very good players there. And in the centre line, Chris Morrison from Clayton retains his spot for this week again. Shannon Henwood from Hampton Park and Jake Chapman from Ashwood. I think that's an unchanged lineup across the centre.
And it was very hard to change it. Those 3 guys are as good as any player in this competition. So, and they're all featuring the best players again, so no reason to change that. On half forward, we've got Chris Myers, again, played a great game for Ashwood. Lockie Dobson from Blackrock and Michael Swartz from Cerberus. He's probably been their most consistent player across the 2 weeks so far, you'd say, for the Navy boys.
Yeah, absolutely. He was named on the bench last week, but manages to squeeze into the starting 18. Of course, we couldn't leave out Jaden Gilmore, the inspirational close skipper, who on one leg booted bag of 5 to lead them over the line. Peter Dye again at full forward, had another day out, kicked a couple of sausage rolls. And Cam Williamson, his teammate at Hampton Park there, rounding out the forward line. Yeah,
Cam Williamson was great on the weekend. I reckon he laid probably 10 tackles, his pressure efforts, and he finished with 3 goals. So worthy of his spot. Ruck Ruckman Jesse Henderson from Clayton, great to see him back and played a great game on the weekend. Phil Namfrey was best on ground for Hampton Park, and Ryan Hanley was best afield for Blackrock. Quality side so far. We'll finish it off with the interchange, mate.
Rightio, Jacko. So Nick Gay squeezed in on the interchange bench for Endeavour Hill. So too Phil Ward, his teammate, who after a year off, coming back into the Endeavour Hill side, formerly a league best and fairest winner at
Hallam. He's a
Hallam.
quality player.
And serious unit too.
Yeah, he's a big
Keep
boy.
himself in good shape. Matty Gray from Cerberus squeezed in on the bench, and Justin McKenzie from Ashwood as well, rounding it out.
We've got some goal kickers, Will. As always, there's someone that's kicked a bag. Have you got any bag getters there?
We do. We have one, the one-legged Gilmore, which, as we said, we'll say it again.
Great effort.
Inspirational effort on one leg to lead his side to victory. So well done, Jaden. You're an absolute star. Peter Dye with 4 from Hampton Park, and 3 goals to Nick Gay, Williamson and Myers as well. So well done to you blokes.
Well done, boys. That's been the show. We've ripped through it really quickly. We've got upcoming games, Clayton versus Endeavour Hills. I want to get some tips for you. The Anzac Day clash is to kick us off, Clayton Endeavour Hills.
So of course we've got no games this weekend, Robbo, being Easter. So Anzac Day, the first game, that's on a Thursday, I believe. Clayton Endeavour Hills. That'll be an interesting one. Clayton will be no doubt rejuvenated after their victory, but I think Endeavour Hills might probably have their measure.
Yeah, that'd be a great game, Will. That seems to be a regular fixture for Clayton. They seem to play every Anzac Day. Unfortunately, they've dropped down the divisions, but
That's to keep finding new opponents.
Yeah, finding a new opponent. They've got one in Endeavour Hills. I think the Falcons will win that, but not by much. I think it'll be a great game at Clayton, and looking forward to that one. Might go have a look myself.
Cerberus versus Ashwood. Cerberus, the Navy boys, hosting the boys from the Woods.
You mentioned this one off the top, Jacko. This will be an absolute belter.
Both sides looking for their first win.
Exactly right.
Plenty on the line there.
I'm probably leaning more towards Cerberus. Just the big ground out there down there at the base might see Ashwood come unstuck.
Yeah,
but that one could genuinely go either way.
Yeah, I'm going to tip Cerberus as well, Will, but only by a couple of goals. I think it's going to be a great game, and as I said, one of those sides will be on the board for 2019.
Could be a good game. The boys picking Cerberus. And the last one there, Hampton Park versus Blackrock. Jacko, we know which way you're going. What about you, Will?
Probably lean the same way as Jacko. I think Hampton Park might be too strong there, Robbo.
Good on you, boys. Easter is upon us. We're going to be delving out the chocolate. What do you do, Jacko? Do you go away?
I'll be down watching some local footy. I think Robbo might even come and have a look at you, mate. Your big return for the Eagles.
Don't bother, mate. Don't bother, please. No, absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it this weekend.
Good luck, mate.
Yeah, no, I'll hopefully get through unscathed. That's what it's all about. Give me, I can't, it's been so long since I played. Give me any tips. Just get the ball.
Just get on people's head. That's what you're good at. Taking angers.
That's what the crowds come to see.
That's exactly right.
I don't think I've seen any better head surfer in the business than Robbo.
On the chest, bang.
Yeah,
Let's not muck around. The real reason you're going down is to see him play some tunes after the game.
Yeah,
is that right?
absolutely. I've heard his acoustic work is magnificent. So
we will be doing some
great work, mate.
after hours work in the Springvale District's rooms after the game.
Fantastic.
If you'd like to come down and watch some football and
down.
have a beer with me, that'd be good. Well, Big Willie style, what are you doing?
I'll probably be down there having a look at seeing you tear it up. Been an interesting game, that's for sure. And one thing we haven't commented on, how good's a moustache? He's rocking
yes,
it.
I did notice that. He's just trying to going early for November.
Yeah, real early.
Trying to hide it within the 3-day growth, but no, I like it, Robbo. I rate it.
Very good.
Bring the moustache back. Well, it's back. A lot of people go with the moustache
They do.
these days.
It's very common. I play against a lot of guys that now running it.
Why
Young,
not?
all ages.
Keep
They like it.
bringing
How do you
back
go with the moustache?
No, I can't grow facial hair, so that I'm no good for me.
Babyface Jacko Fryer.
Yeah, that's exactly
does a
right,
good
Robbo.
job. Boys, that's been our show. Thanks very much for joining us. Thanks to our wonderful sponsors
mate.
here at GameFace. We've absolutely look, if you aren't able to get to any games of football, make sure you download the GameFace app on the Google App Store. It's going to bring you all the stuff, especially within these leagues. SFNL is kicking butt at the moment. There's so much good action going on. Can't wait for this weekend's action, the next week's action when they play the next round of football. Good luck to you, Jacko Fry.
Thanks very
Good
much.
on you, Will. Thanks
Cheers,
very
mate.
much. That's been the GameFace Footy Show, SFNL Division 3. We'll see you next time. Bye.